Okay, guys, I want to show you something really cool today because I just got finished doing a live stream with my buddy John and his crew over at Learner to Learner. And I was talking to them about Notebook LM as a way to learn how to use new tech and, just sort of catch up whenever there's updates or whatever and not really have to dive too far in. So I promised them that I would make this tutorial. Let me show you this because there were some updates that just happened from Google that makes this thing freaking incredible. All right, so let me pop over real quick. This is what Notebook LM looks like. And this is a conversation I just created, but if you're not familiar, basically all you would do is go here, create a new chat, and it's going to ask you for sources. So I could take something like this particular PDF and just drop it on, add that as a source. I could click here and I could add website links. So I could just come over, I have some in my clipboard real quick. I'll pop that in, go ahead and say insert. Or then I could click the sources again, add a YouTube link, and then I'll snatch a YouTube link that I already have here on my clipboard real quick, and then paste that in. And when I'm done with this whole process, I can press this generate button, and it's going to take 5-6-ish minutes or so, depending on the complexity, to generate you this audio conversation that will explain to you whatever the topic is about. So of course I've done this, but I want to show you what I did here. So I took these 3 YouTube videos, 2 links, and then a PDF. So the PDF was the manual for the Osmo Action 5 Pro, because we were talking about this today on the live stream. So then I went over to YouTube and I did a search on DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro walkthrough. And I selected a couple of the people that I know and love. So here's Jevin Dovey, homie. Can't wait to see him in Vegas. Same thing with Air Photography. And then over here, going to see my homie Brandon Lee. We'll get to catch up in Vegas at NAB. I also went to Tom's Guide. They're a very good tech review site, reputable, well-trusted. I went over to DP Review. Very, very the same when it comes to any sort of camera or whatever. I did try to pull in Wired, and this is paywall blocked. So Wired was like, ain't allowed to do so. I could have even brought in this thing from Reddit. I decided to leave that alone because Reddit can get a little bit nuts. So if you look over here in my sources, sorry, wrong chat, it's this one. You'll see here's the 3 YouTube videos, the 2 sites, and then there is the manual. So of course you could, like any LLM, large language model, ChatGPT, whatever, you could just ask general questions here. But what makes Notebook LM shine is it generates an audio conversation that are the 2 hosts that will tell you all about whatever it is you just told it to do the research on. This is a fast way to catch up on any new product that you get. I got it, the manuals, you know me, I'm always in your case, read the manuals, but maybe, you want to hear this, you want to listen to this while you're vacuuming, cleaning, planning out your next couple of sessions. You can just have this on in the back and just absorb, right? You're going to a different country, you want to get some baseline language under your belt, you can use something like this. Okay, so as a matter of fact, I was showing it to Nee. He was using it to study for a theology thing he's doing in school. It's really incredible. But let me show you something that he just added, which is a little bit hot. So here's what the audio sounds like. People have been talking about this for months, but this is not the cool part yet. But just listen. And I'm going to skip the intro a little bit because they're just going to tell you what they're going to tell you.
Okay, so make those connections.
Exactly. Cutting to the chase.
Yeah, exactly. So one thing that jumped out at me right away, right off the bat, in that Tom's Guide review, they say the Osmo Action 5 Pro is difficult to fault if 4K is all you need.
Right. Bold statement. And they even point out, like, it's $50 cheaper than a GoPro Hero 13 Black.
Okay, so you hear that. That part is cool. But you got questions. You're like, hold up, LLM or Notebook LM. I got questions. What happens if I got questions? Watch this part right here. Now, when you first do this, your computer is going to ask you to give permissions for your microphone to work over here. But if you press this interactive mode, which is in beta, so it might bug out, but we always say AI, the dumbest it's going to be is today. So watch this. I press this button. Play the audio again.
Okay, so ready to dive in. Today we're going to take a close look, a deep dive into the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a pretty...
Oh, hey, I think our listeners got something to say.
Hey, before you dive in too deep, I'm curious of how the Osmo Action 5 Pro performs in low light, like if I want to shoot at night or dawn, dusk, something of that nature.
Oh, that's a great question. You're right. Low light performance is super important.
Absolutely. And it's something that action cameras have traditionally struggled with.
According to the Brandon Lee video we looked at, even though the Action 5 Pro is better than most in low light,
He still wouldn't recommend using it too much at night.
however, he does suggest trying to shoot as much as possible at dusk or blue hour.
That's when you still have some ambient light, which looks really nice.
He also recommends cooling down your white balance a bit in those situations.
He was
Yeah.
So I got another question. Can I use the Osmo Action 5 Pro as a webcam or even better, live stream directly from the camera?
That's a fantastic question. It's definitely something a lot of creators are interested in.
absolutely. The versatility of these cameras is becoming increasingly important.
Well, good news. According to the user manual, you can use the Osmo Action 5 Pro as a webcam.
That's a really useful feature to have built right in.
Yeah, the manual mentions a dedicated webcam mode in one of the sections.
What's fascinating here is how DJI is positioning this as more than just an action camera.
Exactly. It's trying to be a tool for different kinds of content creation.
Now, as for live streaming directly from the
Ooh, she's about to say that.
camera, the manual also touches on that.
Oh, really? That would be super convenient.
It mentions that when the camera is used with the DJI Memo app, the app enables you to do things like transferring files and live streaming. Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
I'm not sure if you're able to adjust this or not, but it's the Mimo app, not the Memo app. Mimo, like in Mimo.
Oh, you are absolutely right. Thanks for the correction.
Yes, our apologies. It is definitely the Mimo app, M-I-M-O.
We appreciate you keeping us on our toes.
Makes all the difference when you're trying to find information, doesn't it?
Okay, so the app,
Listen, people, I don't know about y'all. I do not know about y'all. But imagine a teacher that could teach you stuff about anything. Okay, I'm not going to make you suffer and listen to this whole joint. I will download the audio file, which you can do. Let me do this real quick. Let me show you how you can do this. So in case you want to put it on a device or you can take it with you on the road or something, you click this little joint right here, bing, 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 and then you can download the audio file. You got that, okay? So now that's coming down. You also have the ability to share. So I can stick this on public access, and I could even copy the share link. I haven't pressed this preview before, but let's press it and see what it do, beef stew. And so I'm going to put this out here, and if this thing will allow me to allow you to allow yourself, I'm going to share this with you so that you can maybe try this. But like, I'm just saying, son, I don't even know what to tell you, home cheese. This thing is so saucy. It's kind of taking away excuses for you to be acting like you don't know what you're doing. Because look, Notebook LM is coming through. This is so psycho. You want to learn white balance. You want to learn how to edit in Final Cut Pro faster. You want to learn how to get up to speed on ancient Mesopotamian spicy cooking. Like whatever the case may be, you got a couple sources. Ooh. Imagine taking the audio files for any course you have and then putting a bunch of the videos up, or maybe they're already up, and you could generate a Q&A session. I'm just saying, listen, I don't know about you, son. I am bugged. I am absolutely bugged. Notebook LM was dope before. The ability for you to interact with it back and forth is next to freak level. Excuses are getting crushed on a daily basis by AI. And people are like, oh, this is going to mess up podcasting, whatever. Let those people chirp. While they chirping, we're going to go learn something. Because I don't know who needed to hear this. But if it was you, let me know in the chat. If you got ideas of something you'd like to create a Notebook LM about, I just want to know. I want to know so I can get curious. I'm going to use this to help teach me some stuff. I will take devices I already know how to use, throw the manual up, and have it generate me an overview just to make sure that I'm up on my game when I go to, say take the Rodecaster video out or take the Rodecaster Duo out or something of that nature. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Imagine taking, those of you guys who know the family, sorry, new users, there's going to be a little inside baseball, but just understand the example, and these people are all searchable. If you were to take the Rodecaster walkthrough video from Tom Buck, the Rodecaster walkthrough video from, say, Darkin Studio and Curtis Judd and Alec Johnson, aka Take One Tech, and you added all of those, plus the Rode user manual, plus maybe even see if you could give it a link to the Rodecaster Pro section, Rodecaster Pro 2 section in Reddit, and just generate an audio file. And then when you have questions, you can just go back in and reload the conversation, fire it up, press interactive beta mode, and ask the host, hey, have you ever heard about like how to do a proper mix minus if I wanted to bring people in from a phone? Like if I wanted to connect my iPhone to the Rodecaster? I mean, come on, son. Come on, son. I don't know. I got excited about this. And when I showed this to John and the boys in the chat today, like they nabout lost their mind. Right? I just want to let you know that, yo, it's funny. It's funny to get so excited about, just something else that happened in tech. But this is just where we are in tech right now. It is an exciting time to be a tech person. Yeah, I don't know who needed to hear this, but if it was you, let me know in the chat down below. If you like this video, hit that button, press the subscribe, press the notification so that you can be okay, listen, it's too late. Your man has been up since old dark 30, bruh. So you can know whenever I create another video like this, and you know what they say, right about now, the algorithm's going to show you another video they think you should watch, and I agree with them. And if you're wondering why my brain is broke, because I was trying to show you a picture and I can't find the picture, and that in itself bothers me because I broke something. But anyway, be that as it may, go have yourself some fun.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver